Hallo iedereen. Hallo iedereen en welkom bij de laatste Q&A van deze week. We zijn hier dus op de laatste dag en we zijn aan het wachten op een fantastische collega uit IJsland, want we gaan daar een babbeltje mee doen. Dat gaat straks ook allemaal in het Engels gebeuren, dus hou je Engelse ingesteldheid klaar. En we gaan eens even kijken of dat onze IJslandse collega erbij kan komen. En nog eventjes voor vandaag. Het staat nog heel wat op het programma vandaag. Ga maar eens kijken op gostrangelevelelup.be. Er staan nog... Aha, daar is onze collega. Oké. Hello!
Hi.
Oh, so for everybody, this is Ollie. So maybe we can start with you introducing yourself, and then everybody from our followers knows you.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Ole. I'm from the National Agency in Iceland. Do you want me to tell you a bit about myself?
Yes,
Maybe?
tell me something about yourself. Yes.
Okay. I'm 42 years old. I know I look like totally young and beautiful because I live in Iceland. It's always so cold here, so we don't really we don't really age like other people. It's true, totally true. But I'm 42 years old. I have 4 children. My youngest one is 6 and my oldest one is 21. I come from the youth work sector, and I worked with young people for at least 15 years of my life before starting here. And my hobbies include playing music. I play the guitar and I sing. I do karaoke as well, and I also fly a paraglider in my spare time.
Wow, that's so cool.
Technically makes me a pilot. So.
Yeah, that's so nice. So is it? Do you do it a lot in Iceland? Isn't it too cold to be? Isn't it cold to be up there to paraglide?
Yeah, it's very cold. It's always cold here, but so that's why we're used to it. But no, we paraglide a lot during the summertime. We have some good places really close to Reykjavik. So it's a 20-minute drive to next takeoff, and then you can just go flying.
Okay, perfect. So you work at the national agency, you already said. So what exactly is your job that you do?
Okay, so the workplace I work at is called Rannis, or Rannsóknamiðstöð Íslands, which is the national agency for Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps. And I'm a part of the youth team there, and I'm especially in charge of the European Solidarity Corps and the key action one of Erasmus Plus, which is youth exchanges and mobility of youth workers.
Wow, that's a nice job. And you already talked about Erasmus Plus and the European Solidarity Corps, but you can also go volunteering with the European Solidarity Corps. Can you quickly tell me what the volunteering via the European Solidarity Corps is for people that don't know it?
Yeah. It's a brilliant program that allows young people from all over Europe and neighboring countries to volunteer in projects in their own country and abroad. So the possibilities are almost endless. They can volunteer for like 2 months or up to 12 months, depending on the project. And this is absolutely a magical opportunity to explore the world, get to know different cultures, and meet new people.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And you can participate it's from 18 until 30 years old, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can sign up at 17, but your placement can't start until you're 18.
So for all the young people from Belgium that maybe want to go to Iceland to volunteer over there, do you have like an example of what kind of project, what kind of volunteering project that we would be able to do in Iceland?
Yeah, we have quite a few volunteering organizations in Iceland at the moment, but we're working on increasing that number. So we have quite some exciting work ahead of us at the moment. But like the volunteering programs that are available at the moment are, for instance, like volunteering with the Red Cross. They help with the immigrants and asylum seekers seekers. What? Sorry. And there we also have like a organization called Seeds and another one called Veraldavinir, and they're cleaning the coastlines amongst other projects. We also have the Forestry Association of Iceland, and they plant trees and maintain walking paths in the rural parts of Iceland, you know, near the mountains and you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of different options for young people who want to go to Iceland. Yes, and
Yeah.
I don't know if there's Icelandic youngsters watching this, but Icelandic people can also come to Belgium to volunteer with the European Solidarity Corps. Yes, it's an amazing community, like you already said, and there's like you said, there's a lot of possibilities, right? It can go from like giving workshops to young people, to children, to doing something artistic, to, like you said, volunteering at an asylum center, or yeah, the options are.
Can we clean the coastline in Belgium?
That's an important question. I'm not sure. There is a volunteering project at the coast, though, but then you have to take care of birds and everything. It's like a real bird center. They have a lot of birds everywhere.
Wow.
And take care of birds. I think that's really interesting, and it's close to the coast, so that's nice. Right. So so for young people who would like to do that volunteering, they have to go to the European. So it's the European Youth Portal. Yes.
They need to sign up there, and it's a fairly easy process just to sign up, and then you have your own personal reference number, and then you can actually see all the opportunities in the project that are available at the moment. And I just checked it like yesterday, and for an Icelandic volunteer, there are actually 239 projects available at the moment, which is quite a good number, you know, in despite of COVID and everything. But we also have like almost like a record number of 30 plus volunteers in Iceland at the moment. So you know, the volunteering is continuing, you know, throughout the COVID, which is brilliant. You know, it's a totally different form, and maybe the projects have changed a bit, but still it is a possibility to go out there and be a part of something great.
Yeah, and go volunteering, and it's usually for a longer period of time, right? And that's why it's possible right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So have you been abroad a lot, Ole? What do you do abroad?
Yeah, I have, and I've been all over the world. And I went all the way to Australia, you know, down under, not Austria, but Australia, and I went there to go to a concert with one of my favorite bands since of childhood, which is Kiss.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a middle-aged man that still likes man and you know, painted costumes and stuff like that. But yeah, I went all the way down to Australia to go to a concert with Kiss, and it took me some, you know, it took me a lot of time to get there, but the air time on the way down there was 26 hours. So I was in 26 hours one way to get to Australia from Iceland.
Wow, that's crazy. So, but you also did like a lot of youth projects over Europe, right? Or what? Yeah.
Yes, and I've been to Belgium for a couple of times because I was a part of a network called ECYC, which is the European Confederation of Youth Clubs, when I was in working as a youth worker. So, you know, I know that network, which is a network of European youth clubs all over Europe, which is, you know, a brilliant stuff. But I've also done mobility of youth workers myself, and I've been a part of youth exchanges as well. So, you know, wow. Yeah.
Very cool. So you're the perfect person to give advice to young people who want to go abroad. So what advice would you give to young people who want to go abroad right now or later or in the future and want to experience something?
I think the perfect way for you guys to start is maybe look at Erasmus Plus and the European Solidarity Corps programs, you know, because they're perfect for you to explore Europe. and really get to know the countries and the culture better, not as a tourist, but much more in depth, like by being in contact with the actual persons from the country. So, and by doing like a youth exchange project, you would get to know people from other cultures as well when you meet together, and also when you're volunteering, because most of the volunteering projects, they have volunteers from different parts of Europe together. So I've seen some amazing participation through my years participating by myself, and also, as working for the national agency here for now just over 2 years. I've seen, some brilliant stuff going on. So.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, the Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps, those are programs from the Commission, and it allows you to actually go abroad and experience and meet new people, learn about new themes, learn other stuff, and you don't have to pay anything for it most of the time. So that's the nice part of it, right? Because it's via the European Commission, subsidized, or how they say it. So that's indeed good way to start.
What is this? Free money? Yeah, I ask myself that,
Yeah, that's true. So, but you are right now, Ollie, you're in Iceland, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about Iceland, everything right now there, and with all the whole situation and Corona and COVID and everything. How are you guys in Iceland?
Okay. Everything is going all right in Iceland at the moment. COVID is hitting us hard a bit at the moment. We're experiencing wave 3 now, and we can track this quite easily because we're such a few number of people. We're only around 360,000 in the whole country. So, but we're going down at the moment. But we've been having 60 to 80 positive tests for COVID for the past week or something, and it's really affecting us again, and we don't want it to affect us, especially, I'm a huge fan of the swimming pools here, which is brilliant. They're open until late in the evening, and when it's dark and everything, so you can just lie in a hot tub and look at the stars and enjoy the being outdoors and everything. But they're closed. Yeah, it is amazing, but it's closed at the moment. So I really want us to get everything in check with the Corona. But we're working hard, and we're sticking together and trying to work on it together. But we're also, as you can see, partly from my window, we have sunshine today, which is it was supposed to be raining and windy today, so we have sunshine, which is a positive thing. But also this week we had an earthquake, which was 5.6 on the Richter scale. So that was quite sort of unsettling. I was a bit caught by surprise by it, pun intended. But and I was also a bit shook up, pun intended again.
So it wasn't.
But
the earthquake, and was it? So it was a really big one. Did you get a lot of damage?
No.
No. Okay.
Our houses are built to withstand this. It's an active volcano region, the whole Iceland. So we've only once had I don't remember the power of it on the Richter scale, but that actually did some damage to the houses. But most of other earthquakes that go around here, they usually never leave a dent.
Okay, all right. But let's stay positive. And like you already said, there was a little bit of sunshine today. And we have a question from someone here. And it's our other colleague, it's our Dutch colleague Marlou. And she asks, can we see Iceland? So can we see a bit out of your window from Iceland?
Yeah. Okay. I think this is a perfect place here. So can you see? It's not the best view I have here, but over there we have a mountain.
Sunshine, yes.
Yeah, I've flown there.
Yeah. But you're in Reykjavik right now, right, Ole?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
All right. So is that a big city? Yes, that's. of Iceland, right?
Yeah, it's you know, it's the capital region. We often talk about that as a one place, one whole, but it's actually consistent of like six municipalities that are really close together, and there we have almost 2/3 of the population that live there.
Wow.
So
Really busy.
it's quite a dense place. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're talking about the city life. We asked our followers earlier on to hand in some questions, and we got a question from somebody, and they were wondering, is it expensive in Iceland?
Yeah, it is. It's fairly expensive, but it's like in some of the countries that, you know, if it's really expensive, it doesn't cost much to live there. Sure, if it's up there, then the wages are usually at similar place. So our minimum wage in Iceland is around 2,000 euros per month. That's the minimum wage for people. So you know, the rent market is still high, even though it has been really affected by the COVID, because we have a lot of Airbnb stuff going on here. But yeah, it's fairly expensive to live here, but the wages are okay. And you could also, you know, get by with the pocket money and things that you have through the European Solid or if you came here as a volunteer. But sometimes it would help not to have a totally empty bank account.
Yeah, yeah, you can compare it to like more northern countries, because like Sweden and
Norway, maybe.
Norway,
Yeah.
yes, they are quite expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's nice to know. We have another question coming in right here, and it says, "What do volunteers like most about Iceland from the feedback they've given?"
They most like the nature. Here it's really raw. It's really beautiful nature, but it's really unforgiving and sort of harsh. And I think that's a part of the amazing aspect of having been here. But I know for a fact that I was participating in an on-arrival training, which is for volunteers when they come to a new country. They get an on-arrival within the 2 months they've been there. And some of the kids that were staying with the Forestry Association, that they had been out the whole night before. I met them just gazing at the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, which is already, you know, on. So they had some amazing evening, you know, cold, crispy evening with beautiful, you know, green and purple lights in the sky.
So nature, yeah, northern.
Yeah, I think the nature, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you also think that's the most beautiful thing about Iceland, or what do you think is the most beautiful thing about Iceland?
Yeah, I think also, and being a paragliding pilot, it has really opened up the nature to me, because I really wasn't that much of a nature guy, but exploring the nature from above, like the bird's eye view, is totally amazing. And one of my favorite places in the world is my hometown, which is just across the bay. It's called Akranes, and I actually was able to fly there last year for a really good time and over, because there's a mountain there, and that was just crazy to see some of the waterfalls that you don't see because they're stuck within ravines and stuff. So that was pretty amazing. So.
Yeah, wow, that's a whole other way to discover a country, by paragliding, right? Because
Yes.
yeah, that's crazy. What maybe for the foodies that are watching, we some countries have like typical foods and things that are like, oh, that's so Icelandic. What's your favorite Icelandic food that you can't get in other countries or else?
I'm a licorice kind of person, you know. That's it's a Nordic thing. You know, I know the Finnish people, they also love their licorice, and the Danish as well. But the licorice here in Iceland is really good, and I know for a fact that some of the people from the commission, they really love it when I bring them over some of the candy, you know, chocolate with licorice in it, and you know, I'm a fan favorite when I bring that. But also we're really proud of our lamb, because the lamb actually roams free in the nature. So during the fall, when we have like fresh meat in the market, sorry for you vegans and vegetarians, but you know, but when we have them, you can almost taste the whole nature, you know, like blueberries, and you know, it's totally amazing. But we also have skyr, and skyr is like it's not like a yogurt, but it's like a milk product that is really brilliant, really healthy. Not a lot of sugar in it, a lot of protein in it. So you know, it's really good.
And we got a question here that says, "What would that be also like the national dish of Iceland, or would you say that that's the lamb, the national?"
Yeah, we have like a meat soup, which is similar to there's a stew in Ireland, you know, with meat and potatoes and some vegetables in it. So that one is really on the list. Also, the leg of lamb, that's a really common thing. That and another part of the lamb, which is usually the Sunday dinner in Iceland. Skyr is a perfect, like a small meal for you in between, and the fish. You know, we take pride in the fish around Iceland as well. So
Wow, nice.
yeah.
Yes, that's the fish sounds a lot. We also have fish on our coastline, but fries are typical Belgian. So love that. We have another question here. Is it true that you have this festival where you eat almost expired meat?
Yeah, and we're actually celebrating sort of the ancient times by doing that. It's called Þorrablót, which is actually it used to be in the old pagan calendar. There used to be a month in the springtime, starting somewhere in January, February, and ending in March, and we do a celebration where we eat. Yeah, we eat various food that everybody would think that was not, you know. We have fermented shark is one of the delicatest stuff that they eat there, but I've tasted it once in my life and it was horrible. And I've even seen Gordon Ramsay. He was like gagging over it. He was like, you know. But we eat like a dried fish. We eat sheep's testicles. We eat the sheep's head, and the tongue is really the good part of it. Like I know people that eat the ears and the eyes. It's not so much my kind of forte, but yeah, it's a celebrating tradition that we do that. And you know, it's all this food is stored in the way that they used to do in the old time. They used to store like food in acid so it wouldn't go bad. They used to, you know, like bake bread by digging it into the ground where there's heat in the earth. They just stick it down there, and 2 days later they dig up the bread, and voila, there's bread cooked underneath the ground. So
that's crazy. Traditional stuff. It's really nice that you guys still do it, and with the not expired but the dried and fermented. It's an experience.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. So what are other typical Icelandic things that you're like, oh, they don't have that in other countries? That's only something in Iceland, or something like that. So the festival.
I think.
Yeah.
So sorry.
The festival is one kind of thing, but are there others?
Yeah, we always have like the first week of August. We have like a bank holiday on the Monday, and that's the biggest travel weekend of Iceland. And it's such a huge travel weekend that almost nobody stays at home. So that's one thing, and also which is unique to Iceland. Not entirely, but fairly unique to Iceland is the swimming pools that we have. Most of the swimming pools here are outdoor swimming pools, and they have hot tubs. And now we also have cold tubs because Icelanders like to cool down for the muscle regeneration, and there are technical terms there that I'm not fluent in, but I do it myself. It's really healthy, and then we stay in like cold water for 2, maybe 3 minutes at a time, and this is like 4 to 8 degrees cold, so it's like the ocean. We do have ocean swimming as well, which is fairly common here. One of my coworkers next door, he goes once every now and again during the lunch break. He goes down to the ocean and takes a dip, swims about, and then comes back to work. So we have a lot of stuff that might be sort of not very common elsewhere in Europe.
Other countries, that's true. We have another question coming in, and that's, what is the best period to visit Iceland?
It depends on what you want to get out of your visit. So I'd recommend the winter time totally, because it's really beautiful. It gets dark really early, and the day starts really late. So I think it's fairly cozy and laid back if you like that. Also, the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, they're visible from late August until March, beginning of April. So, but if you want to travel, I recommend the summertime. The springtime, April, May is always good. June, July, and August is really crowded on the main roads. But
so basically, whole year round.
yeah, it's possible, and I know that and the tourism is focused on various aspects and different experiences that people really want to experience. So I know for a fact that a lot of people are coming here during the New Year's, because we have like fireworks and stuff, and we really go mad during that sort of period. Yeah.
What you say you go mad? What do you do at New Year's?
We spend millions of kronas buying like fireworks and stuff, and it's crazy during the first hour of a new year, and then the sky is just lit up with everything fireworks, and there's like a heavy cloud over all the cities, and but we go crazy, and people find it really interesting, but yeah.
Wow, that's also like an experience. I would love to come at New Year's and see that whole kind of explosion. Will it be different this year? What do you think?
Yeah, and actually they're actually talking about limiting the days when you can buy fireworks, because this actually doesn't really have a good effect on the nature, and also the sort of the quality of the air within the city, because if we have like no wind during that time, the sort of dust and everything really doesn't settle, so it just looms over the city and the towns. So, and also it's scaring a lot of the pets and everything. So
balance is,
there's downside,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us just summarize everything that we've said over here, and then end this. So if you want to go to Iceland right now, it is possible, but we can both recommend to do it for a longer period of time. For example, by volunteering, and you can do that via the European Solidarity Corps. That way you can have your 2 weeks quarantine and that kind of stuff. If you want to go abroad or in Europe in general, youth exchanges and experiences via the Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps are the best way to start your international adventure, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if we want to see more of your crazy adventures, we can follow Eurodesk Iceland.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Perfect. Okay. So thank you so much, Ole, for this nice little view on Iceland. I think that everybody wants to go to Iceland right now. Also, that's the beautiful part of it, right?
Yeah. But thank you for this opportunity to be a part of your brilliant week, the level up of Go Strange.
Yes.
Amazing effort and brilliant stuff. And I know that a lot of people can learn from you guys. It's been really a pleasure to prepare for this and tell you a little bit about the things that are going on in Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's what we want to say to youngsters right now. You know, you can already start planning for your adventure abroad, because if you're prepared for your adventure abroad, it will go way much smoother, and you have something to look forward to. So we can already start and begin to dream about the hot tubs in Iceland.
Yeah. And it's about getting excited. You know, get excited for something in your life. So
yeah.
So I recommend that you look at those programs and possibilities.
Yes, that's true. All right. With these positive words, we're going to close this. Like Ollie already said, you can follow everything. It's the last day today. You can follow everything on gostrangelevelelup.be. If you missed anything, no problem. We're recording everything and you can watch it later as well. So thank you so much and have a nice time in Iceland. Hope to see you soon, Ellie. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.